This is episode 2 of my series on repairing the new 3ds XL. Today I'll be showing you how to do a bottom screen repair. It's a fairly easy repair, just follow my instructions throughout. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, drop them down below. Now I do have a magical solution for slightly yellow screens at the end of the video. And if you have a modded console, go check that out now. But now, let's begin. Now, the tools you'll be needing for this repair is a Phillips screwdriver, a dental pick. This one's a bit optional, but it's really makes your life a lot easier. A blunt tip tweezer, pry tool, but think of this as required, it makes your life a lot easier, and something with a high pressurized air output, like this. And I'm going to show you where that comes in. Now, to begin, remove these two screws. Now these screws don't actually come off, you should hear that click sound, right? And what you're going to do is come with your pry tool and just push it in like this, and do the other side as well. This, and then this, and it's out, and remove the battery. If you have a stylus, remove it, and you should remove the SD card. Now you're going to unscrew these 6 screws. Grab your dental pick or a sharp object. Now you're going to remove these 2 screw covers. Now go under and pull it up. This. Now you can see there's 2 hidden screws. Now remove these 2. Okay, now that you removed these 8 screws, now don't pull this up like this. What you're going to do is first you're going to lift the front part up a little bit first, and then we need to free this headphone jack area. Now just pull it very gently back to you, and once that part is free over here, lift it up like a Minecraft chest, just chest maneuver, like this. But don't pull it out, we have still cables attached. Grab your pry tool, you can do it with your nail if you want. Just unhook these 2, like this. There we go. Now you can remove this plate, and now we have access to the motherboard. Now first what we're going to do is we're going to remove these 5 screws off the power board. Now move on to the motherboard, you need to remove these 6 screws. And next you can remove the joystick and the game slot. We need to remove these 5 screws. Now you don't actually need to remove the D-pad for this one. I like to find it easy. Now you just leave it. Now you need to disconnect the game slot. Now remove the D-pad connector here. Disconnect the game slot connector here. Like that. And don't pull the game slot up. We're just going to pull it out like this. We're going to slide it out like that. You have to remove the joystick as well. And what I like to do is go under and just lift it up. And you don't actually need to disconnect this. You can just stay. And also lift the power board up. And it's a lot easier to just remove the C-stick and just leave the power board. And now we're going to disconnect all the ribbon cables, like the Wi-Fi antenna. Don't forget to do the Amiibo reader. For these type of connectors over here, you can just pull them out like this. And for these latch ones, I like to grab a sharp object and just up and just pull it out. Actually, don't disconnect these ones because these ones are a bit tricky to install. And just fold the power board like this, and we're just going to do the chest maneuver again. So lift it up, make sure that the motherboard is free from these pins over here. Just pull it up, and we're going to flip it like this, chest maneuver. Okay. Now we need to disconnect the Amiibo reader. Let's go under with the dental pick and just disconnect the Amiibo reader. Now we have access to the bottom screen. Now what you're going to do is there is going to be double-sided tape here, but it's actually my second time recording this video, so it's gone now. And there should be double-sided tape over here. You don't need it, just when you remove the bottom screen, it's going to come out, just remove it and just throw it away. Now that we have the bottom screen, actually this is 2 parts. There's the bottom screen and there's the digitizer. Now, what I like to do is I grab my pry tool, make sure it's in, like that. And don't worry, you can put the pry tool in because this part doesn't actually contain the bottom screen itself. That. And pull this out and put this in. And now once you hold it like this, in order to remove the dust, you should have one of these, the high pressure air output. And I'm just gonna blast it a bit. We don't want, but you can always do, but I don't recommend it. I've done it before many times. And there we go. Now I have the old screen. Now we can put the new one in, place this in, like that, and the Amiibo reader goes on. I sometimes forget to put this in, so don't forget that. Make sure that this goes in. Bend it a little bit so these latches go in, and make sure that the home button is covered. Now, and don't forget any ribbon cables shouldn't be stuck under there. And make sure the motherboard goes back into these pins. And there we go. Now I'm going to reinstall all the ribbon cables back on. So let's start with the bottom screen actually. For the bottom one, just grab your tweezers and just put the cable in and make sure you push it with your hand. So make sure it's all the way in like that. Just close the connector. The same thing with the digitizer. I'm just gonna grab and make sure that this latch is all the way up like this. Like that. Make sure it's all the way in and then close it. And you should hear a small click. That. What you're gonna do is you're not gonna lift this up. Don't touch it or don't push it down. What you're gonna do is just gonna grab the cable and just push it in. Make sure it's all the way in. Feel it a little bit once it's in. And same thing for the bottom screen as well, like this with my hand, but you can do it with the home button as well. And next, attach the Wi-Fi antenna. And next, we're gonna do the joystick now. This one's a bit tricky. You might not get this one the first try. So this downside should be facing me, like this. And then what I'm gonna do is just gonna put this circle back on, and I'm just gonna fold the joystick on here. And make sure it aligns, like just like this. Make sure go and test, make sure the joystick feels okay, because it sometimes might not align. And you might need to reopen your console. That happened to me before. And now, oh, I forgot the game slot. Now, the game slot doesn't go like this. Slide it in the way we took it out, like this. This, and make sure it falls in, like that. And just push this down. Make sure it's, press it down very slow. And now that we have attached all the ribbon cables, now we can get back to rescrewing. Now that we have rescrewed everything, now grab this plate and we're not just going to put this back in, we need to attach these cables here. These are for the L and R buttons. Now what you're going to do is just going to take this one over here. Be very gentle with these, they might rip. And once you attach these cables over here, we're not just going to put this down like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to first align this headphone jack. So you're going to tilt it like this and go under. And make sure that part's in and just press down. And make sure all the way it's aligned from everywhere. And once we're here, re-screw the 8 screws back on. But a small tip from me, before you re-screw everything, put the battery in and check it. So I'm pretty confident on my work, so I'm not going to check it. But without even re-screwing, you can just put this on and just try and test it. But I'm that confident I'm not going to do it. But I do recommend you do it. For the top screen repairs, I do it myself, which I will show you in the next episode, because there might be a slight issue if you did something wrong. And attach your SD card, stylus, and battery. And for this one, don't put it like this. Make sure the headphone jack is aligned. Clicks on, just push it down, like that. And these screws, don't go too hard on them. Just go until the screwdriver stops. We don't want to strip them. Okay, now let's see if our repair was successful. Let's turn it on. Come on. Okay, I see a backlight, that's good. And there we go, that bottom screen looks amazing. Now, if you have a modded console like mine, what you're going to do is press L, D-pad down, and click select. And you're going to boot into the Rosalina menu and go down to screen filters, and you can see there's a bunch of options over here, presets that changes your screen temperature. But to do it individually, you're going to go down to advanced configuration at the bottom, and you can see there's options for top screen and bottom screen. You can change the temperature, gamma, and a bunch of other values. I think it's a pretty cool perk of modding, and if you have any minor yellowing, go check it out, see if it fixes it. And we've successfully fixed this bottom screen on this new 3DS XL. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. And in the next episode, I'll be showing you how to repair this absolutely destroyed top screen. I mean, this thing is the worst I've seen. But now let's move on.